Hey, it's Brian here with the Health Satori Project, and for those of you who saw my last video on my fasting experiments, if you can tell I'm about 40 pounds heavier. It was about 5.5 weeks ago, and at the end of my fasting I was 143 pounds. Right now I'm actually at 181 pounds. So if you're interested in the fasting experiments or the weight gain that I just experiment, go check out the Health Satori Project. You can find it on Facebook. I've got my website, and it's also, of course, on YouTube. So I really wanted to update everybody on my next experiment. So a lot of people know about BMR. They're familiar with BMR. RMR is basically your energy expenditure at rest. So I want to experiment on that and find out how your RMR can really be affected by day to day, week to week habits, how much you eat, how little you eat. There's a lot of theories on diet that try to utilize BMR. For example, if you are familiar with intermittent fasting, I know that I've talked about it in my experiments a bit. Basically, a lot of intermittent fasting diets or setups, you'll go on a diet for 6 days, and then you'll have a 24-hour to usually 24 to 36-hour period of fasting. So nothing, no calories, nothing but coffee, water, and tea. Sometimes you find intermittent fasting with splurge days the day prior, where you can pretty much eat as much as you want, or you're supposed to eat a whole lot of food. So there's a couple different theories on it, but the theory on the intermittent fasting is that if you're eating a higher caloric intake whenever you do a day of fasting, your body is not going to drop its BMR from just one day of eating. So also taking advantage of high leptin levels, which is your body's signal to release fat. So you have high leptin, you have high BMR, and then you go a day without eating, so you get a lot of fat burn or caloric deficit. So that's the theory anyway. There's also some other theories with splurge days, where you have a normally very low caloric diet for about 6 days a week, and then you have one splurge day where you just eat a ton. And the theory on that is that one day that you eat a whole lot, it's supposed to spike your BMR back up. So it's supposedly, it's meant to prevent from going into, starvation mode, which people typically refer to as the lowering of your RMR. So starvation mode I don't think is an appropriate term, but it is what it is, and that's what people call it. So but again, the theory is it's supposed to bump up your RMR from one day of eating. Now, these two theories, they're both very popular, but they actually contradict each other. One essentially says that your RMR is not going to change from a one-day eating habit in the grand scheme of things, and the other says that it will. So I want to find out what really happens, and that's going to be my next round of experiments. So think about that, think about those experiments. Love to hear your feedback. Again, Brian with the Health Satori Project. I look forward to keeping everyone posted on the next experiments and how they go. Until next time.